This is the plaintiff, Stephen Vallispear. He says he met the plaintiff on the bus on her birthday and then took her out to dinner at Kentucky Fried Chicken. They soon became fast friends. He ended up loaning her money for various things over the course of the next few months, and he hasn't been paid back. Turns out the woman has two identities. She ripped him off, and he's learning a valuable lesson about trust. He's suing for $474, the amount he's owed. This is the defendant, Tamika. She says the plaintiff told her she looked like a supermodel, and he did buy her a few things while they were friends, but he never mentioned anything about paying him back. The only reason he's now claiming he loaned her money is because she didn't want to be more than friends. He felt rebuffed, and here they are. She's accused of turning a guy down.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Stephen Vallispear,
Correct.
you are suing Tamika, you've asked to be referred to only by your first name, for $474 that you say she owes you, that you have fronted to her throughout the time you've known her. Tell me what's going on.
I met her on September 11th, coming back from my part-time job,
What's your part-time job?
Home Depot garden department.
Okay.
And she got off at the same stop, and we're walking back, and she tells me it's her birthday. She has nobody that she knows.
She said, I don't know anybody? What did she
Right?
say?
Nobody.
Nobody to spend
was
it with, or
totally
just, I
alone.
don't know anybody?
She's totally alone,
Okay.
all right? And I felt bad, and then she tells me also that she was hit by a truck, and she had nothing to do. So I said, why don't we stop at Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I'll give you as a birthday, you know? And then with her disabilities and everything else, I filled out all the paperwork to
Wait,
get
you
her.
went from Kentucky Fried Chicken to filling out paperwork. What happened in between then? Were you guys dating or something? Did you?
No,
Okay.
no, I just try to help people.
Okay. So you have dinner. You take her to dinner.
She says she's disabled. She lost her job because of her disability, and I helped her fill out paperwork for Department of Social Services because I'm disabled, and I was in a similar situation, but I just got a part-time job, and so she got.
So how often would you two see each other?
She wound up at the hotel from Social Services that's about a mile away, and she would come, and we'd work on the paperwork and things like that. I'd cook supper. We'd watch movies together because I'm not from Long Island. I don't have any friends. So it was good to have someone to talk to. And I filled out these papers and tried to help her.
Okay.
And then her grandfather passed away, and she wanted to go to the funeral in Virginia. And I had no money because I'm disabled and working only part-time. And I borrowed money from my friends and my daughter. And I sent her on the bus trip to go down to her family. And after time, a few weeks later, you know, I had nothing left. It's the winter
Why
season.
are you doing this though? Because if you don't have,
'Cause
why
I
are
try
you?
to help-
Wait, just a second. Why is your head bobbing? Because you accepted it. So just, I'll be with you in a second. Why are you doing this?
Well, maybe this will sound strange. I'm an Eagle Scout, and I have an oath to help others. And I do that. And I have lots of examples of people that are disabled, in wheelchairs, were homeless, and so on, and I help them.
What did you used to do?
I spent 20 years developing medicines. The biggest one I created was the cure for toenail fungus, and I was downsized. And I can't find another job, and people tell me that are experts because of my gray hair.
Okay. Did you like her romantically?
She is a very smart, attractive, nice person, and I did mention to her that it would be interesting if maybe she might become someday a wife, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a single person,
Yeah.
and it just depends upon if someone falls in love, and then
And
you
then
get
if
married.
they don't, you have all the receipts?
Pardon me?
No, I honestly, you know, it's painful. It's painful. Okay, give me 1 second and let me talk to you. What's going on?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I met Mr. Valisper coming home from getting my nails and feet done. 9/11, the day of my birthday. Got on the bus. He was coming home from work, Home Depot, wherever he said he was coming from. Okay, I was sitting on the bus. He was talking to somebody else. Okay, and just so happened we was getting off at the same bus stop. And he was like, oh, laughing, oh, you getting off the same bus stop? Of course, I'm going home, you know? So he's like, what are you doing? I said, today's my birthday, and, I was just coming to get my nails and feet done, for my birthday. He was like, oh, you want to go out to eat, this, that, and the third? I said, oh, we could. We go to the sushi place. He said, where's a sushi place around here? I said, it's one, like, as we go past in the area as we walking home. He said, no, that place is closed down. I said, wherever you're willing to take me, it's
Okay,
just fine.
you're giving me a lot of detail I don't need.
Yes,
right.
Long story short, we wound up at KFC, okay, which was nice of him. I appreciate, the little dinner.
Didn't you have plans on your birthday?
My birthday was just another day. It's 9/11. It's just like getting older. It's a day, okay? So we had KFC. I appreciate it. I went my way. He went his way. Long down the road, he wanted me to come to where he lived at the motel where the social service placed him at there. And he was like, I'm disabled, so I can help you with, the bus thing for you to get transportation back and forth. You don't have to pay.
Are you disabled?
I was in a car accident. I was injured. I was hit by a Suburban truck in August 25th.
But that doesn't necessarily make
I
you
got
disabled.
2 broken discs in my back, and it made me kind of
Okay.
like disabled or whatever.
All right.
So
Are you in the middle of a lawsuit?
Yes, and that's where he realized that I'm getting a lawsuit. So now he's trying to get his little change back, which wasn't no $422, because I thought he said at first and the thing was $522, and now it's whatever, $400 and something dollars. So once again,
Well, how much actually was it?
I don't Abby, which is one of his friends that gave him, I do believe it was $50 that he gave me. That I did not go on no bus because my sister had rented a car to go to Virginia, and we drove down to Virginia the day of my grandfather's funeral.
So why did you take $50 from him if you
He
didn't need
willing
it?
to give it to me on a helping hand. He gave it to me. He didn't say that it was no loan.
Any
or
of the
no gift.
times that he bought stuff for you, did he tell you this is a loan, you need to pay it back?
No, he did not. He was like.
Did he use the word loan?
No, he did not.
He was like what?
He was like, I can help you because that's what he do. He liked to help people. I guess that's what he do in his little thing. He was like,
he sweet on you or wasn't he?
He wanted me to be his girlfriend. He wanted me to be his wife. He thought we was girlfriend and boyfriend. Which
Wait, what makes you say he wanted me to be his
he
girlfriend?
asked me to be his girlfriend. He wanted me to be his wife because as
Did you ever kiss him?
No.
Okay.
Because I don't do kissing. As I read in the article that I was his black fiance. He never once put
Wait, what'd you say?
He wrote some other people that he know, friends of his, said that I was his black fiance, which he never put no ring on my finger, asked me to marry him.
Wait,
or anything.
you haven't kissed him, but you wanted a ring on your finger?
He never asked me to be his fiance, his wife, or anything. That's what he claimed he wanted me to be. That's what he claimed he wanted me to be. He never asked me.
Wait, he claimed it to whom?
He said that he was typing an email to whoever he was emailing to it and said, this is my black fiance. I said, Steve, I am black, but I'm not your fiance. Why would you say that I'm your fiance, So then I noticed that, he's like, I don't know, like getting more attached to me. And I'm like, Steve, I'll come down here, you helping me with my paper, with the disability papers, this, that, and the third. Is no more than that it is.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, my question. If you loan somebody or give somebody money, will it make them like you more ever? Ever?
No, I don't think so.
What do you say?
It's just temporary. It's not going to last.
What do you think about that? Somebody says, hey, can I borrow some money? And they know you like them. And you think, well, maybe you'll like me more. Would you ever do that?
Probably, yeah.
You would do it.
I would.
But you know that it's wrong, right?
Yeah,
Do you think you could ever get somebody to like you more by giving them money?
probably. Like, I could probably win their affection by giving them money.
Could you? You really believe that?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not expect that. We got to talk afterwards, going inside the courtroom.
Okay, he says he bought you 2 wigs for $140.
No, he did not buy me no wigs, Your Honor, because I don't wear wigs. If I was to get my hair done, it would be weaves that I will go to the beauty salon to go get my hair done.
Did you buy her wigs? That's what the lawsuit says.
She asked me for $100 once to buy a wig. I'm not an expert in wigs. Then she asked me for $40 to buy another wig. And as you will see in the packet that I provided to you, her mother is in the wig business, and I suspect maybe she just wanted to buy some wigs from her mother.
Okay. Is he buying you cigarettes, paying for your nails?
No, Your Honor.
Did he give you $200 or $50 for the grandfather funeral?
Yes, Your Honor. He lent me 50. No, he didn't lend me. He gave me $50 that Abby gave me. That he told me just to thank Abby for the $50 to go to the funeral.
So why do you think this is happening? Because it sounds like things were just
he wanted
lovely
me to
between
be
you two.
his girlfriend, his fiance, which I told.
Well, when did you say no?
I told him plenty of times, Steve, I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not your fiance. You didn't ask me to be your girlfriend and fiance. Plenty of times I told him that I'm not his fiance. He's like getting mad that he wanted me to be his girlfriend fiance.
Okay, this is actually in evidence that the plaintiff submitted. So you were emailing a medical man, I guess. My fiance is black, DOB 1978, dark skin and excellent health. Yet we are both disabled with back injury and unemployed. She told me her back itches, and then you sent a picture of her back and sent it to a doctor to diagnose what she should do for treatment?
Yes.
Is that it?
And I will explain a little bit, okay? One of my best friends happens to be one of the top dermatologist experts in the world and worked with me when I cured toenail fungus. He's an expert in fungal disease. You're welcome to call Nardo. I can give you his phone number.
Nardo probably doesn't want anything to do with this.
That's
So
okay.
you-
He's
so you-
well known.
Okay,
So
no, I
the
know,
thing
but-
is, she came back. She had a problem with her back. She had pain on her back.
I know. Why'd you call her your fiance?
I put Bengay on
Why
her
did you
back.
call her your fiance?
I put Bengay on her
Why'd you
back,
call
and
her
I
your
noticed
fiance?
she has pityriasis
Why
versicolor.
did you call her your fiance? I really don't care about her back.
She has pityriasis versicolor,
Are you
and
going to
I
answer
called
me
him
or no? Why did you call her your fiance?
because at that time she was suggesting perhaps and agreeing that maybe the possibility of the future might exist.
Okay, I have a question for you. Do you have any texts from her, emails from her, suggesting that she agreed to pay you back whatever monies you appear to be expending on the hope that she might date you?
I did not have a signed note. These are things that I provided to help her.
No, I understand,
as
but see,
she asked me for help
Right.
to go and see her grandfather. All I have are letters from my friend and my daughter to loan the money for Tamika to see her grandfather.
Right.
I have the communications with Western Union to help her.
Right.
But I do not have something in writing from her specifically stating that.
Show me what you said you do have. I'd like to see that.
Okay.
So who wrote on this email in handwriting, Tamika has fungal infection of the back, noticed doing back rub for pain?
Right, that's me.
Well, that sounds kind of friendly.
It's pityriasis versicolor.
Well,
And
now
if you
it
see
stopped
Nardo's-
sounding friendly. It stopped sounding
There you
romantic
go.
a minute ago.
Wigs.
I mean, you knew he liked you. So why do you keep accepting stuff if you know that the guy's...
Steve was a nice guy.
Yeah, I know.
And I didn't-
That's not my question.
He didn't ask me to be his fiance.
No, it doesn't matter. You knew he liked you. So why do you continue to kind of lead him
He's a
on?
nice guy. He liked to help people out. That's what he claimed to do.
No. So then the answer is because I could,
Her
Judge.
mother's wig
Yes.
business,
Right.
right
Yeah.
there.
The Western Union stuff?
Western Union.
Yeah, you just handed me 2 pictures of her. I don't
Right,
need that.
with wigs.
Yeah. Oh, those are the wigs.
Yeah. Anyway.
That looks like a wig.
No,
Is it?
that's not a wig. That was a
Hang
that
on.
was a hair sewed in. It was a weave.
It was a weave?
Yes, it was a weave. No
Where's
wigs.
my-
It's not- kind of
And the
looks like a
wig,
full
went, if that was a wig, it wouldn't cost no $50.
I'm not an expert on wigs or weaves.
You know what I want? I'd like any Western Union proof, and I'd like the letters from your friend and relative.
Here you are.
Thank you.
It's my daughter and my friend. Okay?
Okay, so one says you borrowed 60, the other one says you borrowed 50. Where's the 200?
I gave her cash out of my pocket.
How much money did he give you for your grandfather's
He
funeral?
gave me $50 that I do believe Abby that he told me to thank back. He gave me $50.
Do you ever have any intention of paying Bobby or him? or
No,
anybody?
because he never said it was a loan. He said he was a helping hand. All I had to do was say thank you, and that's what I did. Thanked him.
Listen to me, Mr. Valespear. You are a good-looking, smart man, and you don't have to buy affection. You just have to shop in the right stores. I can't look at this lawsuit and hear anything that would remotely resemble a legal debt from one person to another. It sounds like, over and over you keep saying how I'm just helping, I want to help. It doesn't sound like I'm making loans, I expect to get paid back. It's all I want to help. And then when maybe not someday, possibly in the future, someone's going to be your girlfriend, then it's, hey, I want all this paid back. That doesn't make a legal case. You would have to have proof that at the time of handing it over, the clear intention and understanding of both parties was an obligation to pay it back at a time, at a specific time. So I'm finding in this case in favor of the defendant. I got to tell you, I'm not particularly impressed with you because you're not the first, you won't be the last, but when you see somebody who is this nice or interested, both of which is kind of, neither of which you should take advantage of. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you should have been clear on this beforehand, because otherwise it's just the oldest profession in the world, right?
Yes.
Right. Good luck, folks.
Thank you,
Verdict
Your
for the
Honor.
defendant.
Well, the plaintiff fails to prevail in his lawsuit. Mr. Vallisper, number one, what's your reaction to what the judge just decided?
I think she's completely correct and in terms of the law, and
that's-
when you try to help people and you try to do something more,
Yeah.
and, what do I do? Give people a receipt and sign for it? Yeah.
All right, let me ask you a quick question. She said in the trial that you asked her to be your fiancé. Isn't that the same thing as asking her to marry you?
I didn't ask her to be a fiancé.
She
I
said you
mentioned
did.
it. I mentioned it
I'm
in
just
my
wondering.
email to my friend
Oh, okay.
to help her in terms of her fungal infection.
Bottom line is, what happened to the relationship between the two of you?
She just became angry, and that was it.
And that's it?
That's it.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Nice to meet you,
You must
folks.
sign some documents outside?
Take care.
Okay? Yes, sir. Tamika, the defendant, is on her way out of the courtroom. I guess that's,
That's that. That man lies. He lies like he said fungus thing. It was never that. He was a nice man, and I appreciate what he done for me, and it is what it is. He lost. He should have had things documented. I thought it was a gift, to be honest with you, but I know in the future, never get something from a stranger looking like that. Thank you.
very good. She learned a lesson, Harvey. What do you think?
Normally I tell you guys, but I'm going to tell her. I've done this show for 179 years, okay? And I've seen a lot of these cases. You can never buy somebody's love. It is impossible. Impossible. You buying what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
Okay,
got
good.
you.